What's happening, everybody? Good afternoon. Hopefully, everybody's having a beautiful hump day. If I'm here this morning to actually, or this afternoon, to tell all of the drivers and the riders that are in the Atlanta area. This is for Atlanta area only. Well, if you're coming from out of state and you're traveling to Atlanta, and most folks want to say, or the drivers, most drivers will say, well, I haven't got many rides. I haven't gotten many rides. Well, guess what? I'm here to announce today that the reason why you have not gotten many rides is because Georgia World Congress Center, which is a convention center, which is using a title that is misleading and intimidating to a lot of folks. All right. When you hear the word Georgia World Congress Center, what do you think of? What is the first thing that comes to your mind? If you do not live in the state of Georgia or the city of Atlanta, when you first hear the word Georgia World Congress Center, what does that sound like? All right. Well, if it sounds like something different than what it is, I won't let the cat out the bag unless folks already know what it is. You can take a guess yourself and find out what that really means. So for the drivers that are in the state of Georgia and you are asking, hey man, I haven't got many rides. Well, this is the reason why I'm on here today, to explain to all of the drivers, if you are in the state of Georgia or if you're outside of the state of Georgia, if I say this company name, Georgia World Congress Center Authority, what comes to mind? And the first thing that comes to mind is probably something that you probably don't even know, of course, what that means. All right. Well, if you happen to know what that means, please do tap the screen or even say on here, hey, that means this. This place is that. If you don't know what that means, please say, hey, I don't know what that means, or whatever. I've never heard of that. That will help us out. Well, the reason why I'm on here this morning is because we're here to challenge their laws. They have really, really outdated laws. That's the Georgia World Congress Center in Atlanta, Georgia. I figured it out. We are on Northside Drive with our booth, and basically that's next door to the stadium. It's a really great place to be, next door to the stadium, but it's not the rideshare lanes that's directing folks in the stadiums to where rideshare needs to be. So let's say if you're in a stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and you're walking around, you don't know where you are because pretty much they only got a few windows for you to look outside, and you can't still, you're disoriented to where you actually are. All right, so all you're doing is you're following the prompts on the signs. Ride share this way. All right, so when you get outside, you're like, okay, I'm on this side of the stadium. Where's ride share rates? Okay, ride share rates is about 3 blocks away. All right, so the issue that we're running into in Georgia is Georgia World Congress Center Authority does not allow permits a state-owned property, which is a public entrusted property. All right. So what that means, yes, taxpayers pay for this property, and this company is not allowing permits, just like any other city or state allowing permits for any vendors or any companies to introduce themselves on their property. So what they did is basically like Uber and Lyft. Those companies are 15 years old. All right. So being that they're 15 years old, they're a household name. All right. So basically they have rideshare signs, and people, the first thing they think about is Uber and Lyft. All right. So what our challenge is right now as we speak is to introduce ourselves on their property, because the last time someone introduced themselves to a rideshare app was 15 years ago. How I know is because we get a lot of people to say, well, what is it? Who is this? What is this app like? And what is this app all about? All right, well, I say download it. Have you heard of Uber? I shouldn't have to say, have you heard of Uber and Lyft? That is the most disturbing thing to me, where I have to keep saying these other people's names to actually tell you who we are. It's a new rideshare app that has very expensive cars. So they stop at Uber Black. We begin at Uber Black and higher. So that means we have vehicles that range from 50,000 to $1 million. It's on our platform. It's called Rideshare Rates. For those that have not only heard of this, or have not downloaded the Rideshare app now, you can download the Rideshare app by typing this word in phonetically as it is on your app stores, and you'll see the type of vehicles that we have. We are solving the issue of Uber Black, all right? We are solving the issue of Uber and Lyft only allowing you to have a certain plateau of a vehicle. All right. Well, where they stop is where we begin. That's who we are. So the reason why I'm bringing up Georgia World Congress Center Authority is that they're not allowing black-owned businesses, or even, I'm not even going to say the black-owned. It's everybody's business. All right. Not saying that that building or that area is in a predominantly minority area. So when you're on Northside Drive, Southwest, the only thing you see, the only people you see, if you guys are here in Georgia or Atlanta, you know what I'm talking about. When you're going down Northside Drive, you only see Hispanics and African Americans out there with their whatever they're selling. And it looks like we're all panhandling. So that's the issue. Georgia World Congress Center Authority is not allowing small businesses on state property to offer them permits like Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. The busiest airport in the world offers permits to transportation companies. But Georgia World Congress Center, being that it's I want to say racist, but it is a racist past, all right? And that's been in implementation. That's been in service since 1976. When they actually changed over to the GWCCA, all right? So they're stuck in their ways. They have not changed their ways. They have not changed their policies since then. Now, they allow Uber and Lyft to introduce themselves back 15 years ago, but they're not allowing anyone else to introduce their services on their apps as well, or on their property. So I'm here to let everybody know, drivers and riders, if you're looking to update or upgrade your rideshare experience and show up like a boss, this is the rideshare app for you. Offer their property. All right. We don't care about their property at all. They can have their property, they keep their property, dance on their property, but they're not allowing anyone to even introduce, pass out literature, even have t-shirts, more than 2 to 3 people wearing the same t-shirts talking about the company. They don't allow that. You can't drive. If you have a advertisement truck, you can't continue to drive around their property with that. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that discriminating, guys? So I'm on here today to let you guys know, if you are a driver that's signed up on this platform, the world's only high-end rideshare platform in the state of Georgia, as well as the city of Atlanta or Fulton County, that's the challenge that we are actually having right now. And that's the reason why you're not getting many rides in those areas. All right. So I wanted to explain, because this is all new to me or to us. And that's the reason why I wanted to get on here and explain to you guys. That is the discriminatory reason, the monopolistic reason why you're not getting rides in that stadium area, which we supposed to. All right. It is open. It is a public property, and they're gatekeeping rideshare apps and any other small businesses from operating or even introducing themselves with a permit process to sell on their property. How about that, guys? Never heard of this. They don't do this any other city. Georgia was the very first state with this type of authority. They call it authority, where basically they have their own, it's government ran. How about this, guys? We pay for it to be in state compliance on an annual basis. All right. Every year we pay to be in compliance with the state of Georgia so that we can operate as a rideshare platform, just like Uber and Lyft. I'm telling you guys from the back end, if you guys don't know, this is me telling you as a rideshare app, we all have to be in compliance. It's the same rules as Uber and Lyft. All right. So basically, we pay annually for a permit to do business in the state of Georgia. All right. You would think that that would cover the entire state, right? Right. Okay. So what they did is they broke off Georgia World Congress Center from the state and made it its own business. All right. Which is governed by the governor, Brian Kemp. He has his own cabinet members or his chair people that he appointed to actually gatekeep it. All right. Where they own Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Signia Hotel, Centennial Park, and the property of that State Farm Arena is on. That's where the Hawks play. All right. So I'm explaining to you that's what they're doing. They are gatekeeping a certain area, keeping minorities out, keeping any business out from actually having a permit to actually do business and make money with them, and not allow them to make all of the money and they're lying on their website saying we give back to communities, we are into economic growth. Man, that's all complete lies. So a total lie. All right. So what we're in the process of doing is we're going to sue their punk asses. All right. And listen, if you know, or if you're interested in following us through the process, I will keep you guys up to date on our progress. If you want to join us, if you are in the city of Atlanta, the state of Georgia, and you feel as if you're blocked out from earning your business and your residual income, or your income that you should earn on a city or state-owned property, public property, join us to actually fight these. You know what I mean? I don't want to say that word. Join us to fight these people, to not allow them to have a monopoly against other businesses, not only just the rideshare business, but all businesses. All right. That is a state-owned public property that we as taxpayers pay to make sure that they're able to maintain, and also maintain. That's it. So what they're doing, they're using it as if it's their own business and keeping all other businesses out, and they make all the money. How about that, guys? So join us today. If you have any questions, hopefully I'll show this and they'll keep this live on my platform. And if you know anyone that wants to join this fight with us, please do hit like, share, comment. We'll send you a link that you can actually sign up and be a part of a class action lawsuit against the Georgia World Congress Center Authority. All right. It is unethical. It is unconstitutional that they will, in this modern day of technology, that they're only allowing certain people or certain companies, it's a monopoly. They're only allowing Uber and Lyft on their property. All right. Which basically they actually are grandfathered in because they were the first ones to open their own rideshare platforms. And they have the signage, which that's directing everybody to their property. How about that, guys? They're directing everybody on their property from the rideshare signage in their stadiums. And no other rideshare app can actually introduce themselves as another choice on their property. All right. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys like what you hear and see, or if you want to join us in actually serving these folks, Georgia World Congress Center Authority, please do comment, leave a comment. We'll send you information so that way you can join us if you are in the state of Georgia, or if you're not in the state of Georgia, if you have not heard of Georgia World Congress Center Authority, you can answer that question too. Put that down. If you don't know what Georgia World Congress Center Authority mean, you can actually leave a comment as well. I will compile all of that information and I'll use that against them as well. So please do. If you do not know what GWCCA, those acronyms mean, GWCCA, Georgia World Congress Center Authority mean, please comment. I will use that information, snapshot it. I won't use your name. I'll just snapshot it and let those folks know that that name is discriminating and it's also intimidating the public. And I can't open up a burger joint and say Police Burgers, all right, and have the same font as the Atlanta Police Department on my burger joint. I can't do that. That's misleading you. You will be running into the burger joint thinking that it's a police station that you can make a report. That's against the law, all right? And that's what they're doing is intimidating folks and misleading. The name is misleading, and we're getting ready to shut all that bullshit down, all right? If you have any questions, feel free to tap in. You can leave a response here right on TikTok, and we would love to hear from you. Thank you guys for joining, and as always, keep God first. I decided, guys. Peace.